As a guy who wishes to successfully flirt with a girl and make her go wild for you, then you must engage with her using a subtle blend of connecting conversations, teasing, humor, and innocuous physical touch. The goal here is to make her realize that you're attracted and interested without overtly revealing your intentions so early. By using specific flirting tactics, such as highlighting similarities and creating a sense of togetherness, you can attract women and make them feel emotionally invested in you. Flirting can involve playfully teasing and engaging in friendly debates about preferences and interests. Highlighting togetherness and supportiveness in interactions with women can be endearing and make them feel more amorous towards you without being overly sexual. As a man, here are the messages you are trying to send with your body language to a woman and what they see as attractive. I'm open. I'm harmless. I'm interested. I'm approachable. And of course, I'm fertile. So, let us now explore in detail the 8 flirting tactics that can make a girl go wild for you as a man. Shall we begin? 1. Can you read body language? As a man, how good are your body language skills? Rutgers University anthropologist Helen Fisher says that the human body knows within 1 second whether someone is physically attractive or not. Here are men's body language cues that drive women wild. Availability. Women find that men with available body language are the most attractive. Available body language is smiling, uncrossed arms, uncrossed legs, and upward gazing that is not looking down at shoes or phones. Fertility. From an evolutionary perspective, women are tuned into cues that signal fertility and youth. Luckily, these can be emphasized with body language. For men, standing up straight, squaring the shoulders, planting feet slightly more than shoulder width apart, and displaying hands are all signs of fertility that will surely work on a girl. 2. Leaning in. Leaning towards a woman is a nonverbal way of telling her that you're interested in her. This works especially well if you are in the midst of women and you are interested in one woman in the group. A way to show her that you are interested in her is by leaning towards her. This will subconsciously pull her in your direction and tell her that you want her more. 3. Head tilting. Head tilting shows interest and engagement. If you are speaking with a woman you are interested in, let her know you are present and interested by tilting your head and gazing at them. Be sure not to look over her head or around the room. This shows a lack of interest, confidence, and sensitivity. 4. The Pygmalion effect. If you want to attract a woman, don't hold out on compliments. One study by Professor Norihiro Sadato and his associates, which was focused on social rewards, found that receiving praise was the best way to motivate participants, and it was even better than receiving cash. When researchers asked 48 participants to complete a finger-tapping activity, the groups that received praise for their performance showed a significantly higher rate of improvement relative to other participants. Why? You might already be wondering. The answer is very simple. Social rewards, such as praise, are registered in the same part of the brain that lights up when the subject is rewarded with money. Secondly, when you assign a girl a positive label, such as being interesting to be with, funny, or being a nice girl, that subconsciously cues the girl to live up to that label. In a nutshell, this is called the Pygmalion effect. 5. Mirroring. The definition of mirroring is when we non-verbal copy someone's body language. As a man, you can copy a woman's posture, hand gestures, leg position, and voice. And it's not just about copying her body language outright. Mirroring can and should be subtle. Researchers studied participants and used slow-mo film. What they found is that we show a microsynchrony of small movements, so sensitive that they are hard to see with the naked eye. These movements include tiny momentary dips and nods of the head, tense fingers, stretched lips, and jerks of the body, all beautifully matched when a pair of friends are in strong rapport. We can't see mirroring, yet the brain registers it. If you want to mirror with attraction, try to mirror subtly. 6. The art of subtle touching. As a man, are you aware of the fact that women can decode touch? Women instinctively know what types of touch mean anger, fear, disgust, love, gratitude, and sympathy. According to one study, women are 83% accurate at decoding touch. Sympathy was associated with stroking and patting. Anger was associated with hitting and squeezing. Disgust was associated with a pushing motion. Fear was associated with trembling. As a man, when it comes to a flirty touch, use the 5 and 15 rule of flirting. In a nutshell, you want to try to touch the woman 5 times within 15 minutes. You can naturally touch a woman while joking around, when you meet a woman, and even when making eye contact for even more flirting power. As a man, for more intimate touches, try touching closer to the 3H, hands, hips, and head. 7. The rule of 3. In all seriousness, to flirt means to raise conversational energy, and there's no better way to flirt than using good old humor. But if you're not that funny, don't worry, humor is easy to learn. Try using the rule of 3. The rule of 3 creates expectancy and then breaks down that expectancy by offering something completely humorous or odd. Think of this rule as making a first serious statement, followed by another serious statement. Then, the third statement will be completely funny, odd, or different, while flirting with a girl. This implies that while flirting with a girl, you mustn't appear all too serious or all too unserious at the same time. The key here is finding the balance between seriousness and humor. Be as funny as possible while flirting with a girl, but don't overdo it, lest you appear too immature or drunk to her, or even both. And don't also be too serious with her while flirting, lest you appear too boring or acting out a practice script to her. Rather, employ the rule of 3, make 2 serious statements, then break the seriousness with a third funny, humorous, odd statement that will usually end in laughter, that will lighten the girl's mood and make her more relaxed to open up to you. 8. Strong eye contact. You've probably heard the old phrase, the windows are the eyes to the soul. And you'd be right. In one study of 48 singles, pairs who gazed into each other's eyes reported significantly higher feelings of affection. So what exactly causes this eyeballing spark of attraction? When we gaze into another person's eyes, we non-verbally say, "I am being attentive to you." It fills our need for attention. Moreover, it releases an instant hit of dopamine. Mutual eye gaze should be about 60 to 80% of the time to build good attraction. As a man, if you're trying to eyeball a strange girl from across the room, check to see if she looks back at you. Not just one glance, but 2, 3, or even 4 times. Playback by exchanging eye contact and a warm smile. A long gaze is the best way to introduce yourself without having to say hello. If your eye contact seems too harsh, try breaking it up with a wink. A wink is an affectionate split-second break that stops continuous eye contact from turning creepy. Flirting is an art. It's a skill that falls somewhere between comedy, sales, debate, and theater performance. Some men are born as naturally gifted flirts, while others need to develop it as a skill if they want to make a girl go wild for you through flirting. I'm a perfect example of this. I used to suck at flirting. I wasn't a natural. With that being said, I've had the opportunity in my life to spend time around many natural flirts. My best friend in high school matched this description. He was a tall, handsome, smooth talker who could have the girls laughing, fawning, and making googly eyes at him in almost no time flat. He would always tease them, tell them jokes, give them a hard time, and seemed to have this way of just wrapping them around his little finger. Now, his ability to get and keep a girl well, that was a different story. He struggled a bit on that front, but his natural ability to get women interested in him and communicate his value via flirtation was truly impressive. In fact, to this day, he's probably one of the best natural flirts I've ever met. But here's the thing that most normal guys, like you and me, need to understand. Anyone can learn to flirt if they're willing to set aside their preconceived ideas and focus on understanding the core concepts. Furthermore, as a man, always bear in mind that flirting doesn't have to be sexual. It's about insinuating the concept of us and creating emotional connection and intensity. The word we or us can be a powerful turn-on for women in flirting.